Good morning again, eighth grade math. It's still Tuesday, November 17, 2020. We're still working on lesson 5.1, where we're looking at writing equations in the form y equals mx plus b. So we have another example here. You can use information from a description of a linear relationship to find the slope and the y-intercept and to write an equation. So I'm going to highlight the important information here. The rent charge for a space in an office building is a linear relationship related to the size of the space rented. Write an equation in slope-intercept form for the rent at West Main Street office rentals. Okay? First of all, you need to identify the independent and the dependent variables. The independent variable is the square footage of the floor space. Write the information given in the problem as ordered pairs. So the rent for 600 square feet is $750. The rent for 900 square feet is $1,150. Okay. So we have our X and Y's here. X sub 1, Y sub 1, X sub 2, Y sub 2. So we're going to start off 1,150 minus 750. Yes, I know it's written right next to me, but I want to do it this way. 900 minus 600. So we know 900 minus 600 is going to be 300. And we have 0, 0, 11 minus 7 is 4. 400 over 300 equals 4 to 3, okay, times 600 plus b. So now we're using this formula, this method, to find b. So 4/3 times 600 is going to be 800. 4/3 times 800 is, or excuse me, 4/3 times 600 is going to be 800. So here we have 750 equals 800 plus b. So now I'm going to subtract 800 from both sides. This makes this b alone. And 750 minus 800 is minus 50. So the equation is 4x, 4/3 x minus 50. So here's the b and here's the slope. 4/3 x. Without graphing, tell whether the graph of this equation rises or falls from left to right. Okay? The slope is 4 over 3. It's telling us not to graph it. So I can tell you the slope (4 over 3) is a positive slope. Which means it is increasing. Okay, positive slope, it's increasing. Now let's move on. Al's weekly allowance varies depending on the number of chores he does. He received $16 in the allowance in the week he did 12 chores. $14 in allowance in the week he did 8 chores. Okay? So, let's do this. 16, 12, 14, 8. So we're going to have our two y variables here, 12 minus 8, and our two x variables, 16 minus 14. Okay, so 12 minus 8 is 4. 16 minus 14 is 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So we know that this is my slope. Y equals 2x plus, because there's something else here. Or it could be minus even. But I'm not going to use the way they just showed you. I'm going to use my way, if you don't mind. So here are my ordered pairs again. 16 and 12. 14 and 8. So we've done this. We've done 12 minus 8. All over 16 minus 14. 12 minus 8 is 4. 16 minus 14 is 2. Equals 2. So I know that the slope is 2. So like I said, we're going to use my way. Y minus y sub 1 equals m, and then in parentheses, x minus x sub 1. Okay, so I'm going to plug this 2 in here for m. I'm going to use this ordered pair here. So here's my y, here's my x. Y minus 8 equals 2, x minus 14. Okay. Now I have to do what's in the parentheses first. Y minus 8 equals 2x minus 28. I need to get my y alone, so I'm going to add 8 to both sides. Okay, y equals 2x minus 20. So, I'm going to go ahead and completely change everything I just said, because I had my numbers turned around. So we're going to completely redo this problem. Instead of 16 and 12 and 14 and 8, we're going to have 8 and 14, 12 and 16. Okay? So here's my y sub 2, y sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 1. So 16 minus 14, 12 minus 8. That's 2, that's 4. Simplify this guy, 1/2. So the m equals 0.5. Okay? So now we're going to plug this back in. 0.5 x minus, we'll put 12, equals y minus 16. Okay? So y minus 16 equals 0.5 x minus 6. 1/2 times 12 is 6. Now I'm going to add 6 to both sides. And my new equation will be y equals 0.5x minus 10. So I completely got that wrong. Sorry, guys. 0.5x minus 10, which means he's going to get $10 every week no matter what. He's going to get 50 cents for each chore he does. So that's how that works. That's how you read that. Okay, let's go on to the independent practice, or the guided practice. Lee is making necklaces. For each necklace, she uses 27 spacer beads plus 5 glass beads per inch of necklace length. Write an equation to find out how many beads Lee needs for each necklace. So the independent variable is the length of the necklace in inches. In inches. The dependent variable, total number of beads. Of beads in the necklace. And the equation is going to look like this. Y equals 5x plus 27. So she's going to start out with 27. But she's going to have 5 glass beads per inch of necklace length. 5 glass beads per inch of necklace. Okay? Number 2, Kate is planning a trip to the beach. She estimates her average speed to graph her expected progress on the trip. Write an equation in slope-intercept form that represents the situation. So, it's 300 miles from her house to the beach. She's going to do it in 5 hours. So, we're going to start off, the 2 points will be 0 and 300, and 0 and 5. Okay? So if she's going to go 300 miles in 5 hours, you're going to divide 300 by 5. That's going to give you the rate of speed. 300 divided by 5 is going to be 300 negative 5. 300 divided by negative 5 is 60. So her rate of speed is going to be 60 miles per hour. The y-intercept from the graph B is going to be 300. Use your slope and y-intercept values to write an equation in slope-intercept form. Y equals 60x plus 300. Oh, excuse me, negative 60x. Negative 60x. Okay. At 59 degrees, crickets chirp at a rate of 76 times a minute. And at 65 degrees, they chirp 100 times a minute. Write an equation in slope-intercept form that represents the situation. So temperature, and the dependent variable will be the chirps per minute. Okay, so we have y sub 2 minus y sub 1. So it's going to be 100 minus 76. And that's going to be over 65 minus 59. Okay. So 100 minus 76 is 24. 65 minus 59 is 6. 24 divided by 6 is going to be 6. Up. 4. That's what I said, 4. So the pairs in mx plus b to find. So it's going to be 100, 4 times 65. So b is going to be negative 160. So y equals 4x minus 100 minus 160. Okay, one last step. Explain what m and b in the equation y equals mx plus b tell you about the graph of the line with that equation. So the slope of the graph line is m, and the y-intercept is the b. The b. Okay, guys. Remember, you can stop these videos while you're watching them and then go back. Whatever helps you. But please don't bring me blank sheets of paper on the 1st of December. Tuesday's code word. Say what you, 3 words. Say, S-A-Y, what, W-H-A-T, you, Y-O-U. Have a great morning, and I'll see you all at 10.